So, good morning everybody. Welcome again to our same subject what we have discussed in the last video. Now today in the 360-degree for medical rep in business ability, there are two very important business abilities we are discussing. One is keeping customers and profitable selling. You know, as they said that there is no finishing line in excellence. What you have achieved yesterday, you can achieve today better. Tomorrow it should be even better. That is what is our life, and that is what is the success. That there is no finishing line. You know, success is not a journey. It is not a destination. Once you come here and that's all. We have discussed as a profession, a difference between job and profession. In promoter, in marketing, you can rise quickly. There is no time limit for you. Within 5 years, from $100 salary, you can come to $10,000 salary. Within just 5 years, and there are people doing it. So, in success is always a journey and not a destination. So, when you create customer, remember that you have to not only create customer, but keep the customer with you. You know, every day you are meeting 10 doctors or 12 doctors or 15 as per the country and as per your system of your company. So whatever customer you have generated today, they started prescribing today, you have to keep those customers with you for future also. Now today you create a customer and he prescribes one or two product. Tomorrow again you create a customer, he prescribes one or two product, but this today's customer stops using your product. So every day you are creating new customer or something, some business is coming, some prescriptions are coming, but you are not growing. Your sales graph has to grow. So that is not growing. Why? The one reason is that you are creating new area, new hospital, you are able to enter new hospital, new area, new doctors or new pharmacy, but those who are using your product now, they have gone to competitors and they are not using your product. So what is the end result? The end result, friends, is that now you are not growing. Your sales are stagnant, which no company will accept. You know, in marketing, in business, growth has to be there. So for growth, very important is keeping customers. Keep your customers with you, and then every month, every day, every week, whatever it is, you know, it may be one or two, whatever, keep on adding new customers. So you have a bunch of, a basket of old customers, your loyal customers you have, and you are adding new customers to your list and to your prescription, to your success. That is what is the best way. Now I'm now 65-year-old. When I started my career in 1979-80, when with the Novartis company, that is Wonder, still some doctors are still there, and whenever I go to my native town, I go and say my respect. Now they are old, they are most of them have gone, but some is still there, and I go and thank them. The doctor, I met you 40 years before. And there was one doctor, Kamla Arora, a gynecologist. She was the first doctor I met, and still few years before I go and I paid my respect. So still if I go with the company or in some product, she is my customer. She will prescribe. So this is what is, friends, keeping customers. Okay? Now next is the profitable selling. Can you tell me, or can you think, what is most important ingredient for our life, for us to survive? That without that we cannot live. What is that? Without food we can survive. Without water we can survive. Without anything we can survive. But the most important thing for our living is OXYGEN. Oxygen. We cannot survive without oxygen more than maybe 2 minutes or something like that. So oxygen is most important for our living. We need it every time. If you block me for 2 minutes, I'll be dead. My brain will die because the maximum oxygen and energy is used by your brain. So you cannot survive. So oxygen is most important thing for our survival. Similarly, for business, what is the most important ingredient for your business? That is the profit. That is the profit. Profit. Profit is not a bad word. Remember it. Because profit is like oxygen for your organization. If there is no oxygen, if there is no profit, the company will close. And it has happened. I have seen so many companies, they start, they grow, and ultimately they close. Why? It is because the people, the promoters or the management, they could not do their business profitably. So profit is like oxygen, gentlemen, for you to survive and for your company to survive. You and company are same. You remember our attitude toward company? What should be your attitude toward company? You remember? We discussed, think this is my company. So if your company has profit, your company will survive. If your company will survive, you will survive. Never ever isolate you and your company. If you think, oh, that company, and you are working, it is a criminal mistake at any level, whatever you work. So profitable selling is important. Now you know your expenses, you know your salary, you know your daily allowance, you know your incentive, you know your bonus, you know your expenses, the car or the scooter or whatever cost you are there. You are traveling, you are calling 12 doctors every day. So the 12 doctors what you are calling every day, you know their cost, maybe around, I don't know, maybe around say $5 per doctor you are spending. So 12 into 5 means $60 you are spending every day just to travel. Now if this doctor on whom you have spent $5 just to call him, if he doesn't give you a business of say $50, then is it profitable selling? It is a loss. That is why please write down. Don't make calls. Make only sales calls. Each call you are able to quantify either in terms of prescription or in terms of business, friends. So this is what you know your expenses monthly. Suppose you are spending, company is $5,000. So if your profitability on average never it is more than 10%, then $50,000 should come. If it is less than that, then you are not profitable to the company. And if there are more and more people, non-performer, those who are doing loss-making business, that is why the companies will close. How long management or directors will pump the money? In the startup also, how many years? Anyhow, pharmaceutical, the starters are very less because it is a long process is very long. Okay, so the next point, gentlemen, which I told you, the profitable selling. Every activity, every day, whatever you are doing, a doctor wants something, give me this or do this. Sometimes your customer demands. So when you promise him, when he demands something, think how this will benefit my company, what business will come. Because remember, in private sector, there are no taxpayers. This is very loud and clear message for everybody, including Minister for Pharmaceutical or Trade Minister. Dear politicians, dear ministers, when government does something, the loss making, there are taxpayers. From there you can have money and do anything. You can do that. But in private business, there is no taxpayer. You have to yourself generate resources for sustenance and growth of your business organization. So profit, remember, is not a bad word. It is not profiting or the making huge profits. And I tell you a secret, whether somebody feel bad or good, In pharmaceutical, if there is a good profit, the companies will invest into research and development, into maintaining the quality of the product. If your price, if anyhow that is a separate subject. But if your price is always low, what you will do? What you will achieve? Huh? Huh? If your product price is lowest, LOW is lowest, can you keep the best quality with the lowest price? That is why I want to tell you to the Minister of even Government of India and other or any government. Give a good price to pharmaceuticals. Don't squeeze them too much. Now in India I have seen these, these many companies even remove package insert which is costing just 1 cent. They don't give. And the product managers which are nowadays they are only, they say, sir, to improve profit, let us delete this package insert. Let us reduce the size of the pack or quality of the paper. We don't use food grade paper, we use, brown bag paper or something low. This is what the generics company they do. Please, I am not insulting anybody. It is very clear. But remember, if you have to maintain quality, you have to pay the price. And the company, every action has to be profitable. If you have the lowest quality, you can never give the best quality. How in the world you can give? Tell me. If somebody say I have the best quality and the lowest price, at least he is not honest. I don't say he is a liar, but he is absolutely not honest. How? So friends, quality needs profit. To maintain quality, to maintain good medical rep, to maintain good promoter, to maintain good quality of promotional input, you need profit. Without that, how it is possible? So think about it. These modern, many MBAs and, they always say, oh, okay, affordability. Drugs should be affordable, which should be within reach of the people. But don't squeeze, that your company cannot make a good amount of profit. Because that profit will help the company to maintain quality of the people, quality of product, and quality of business, and quality of ethics also. So friends, I think this business ability as a pharmaceutical promoter, remember it, that you have to maintain two things, that is keeping your customers and you have to do profitable selling every time. I hope this this small subject will ignite new ideas in your mind and you will remember this philosophy, and that is what is pharmaceutical marketing. So thank you very much. Have a good time.